Okay, so here we are. I have painted the deep gray and the Glowing Inferno, and here is the Bachmann GP40 that we're going to compare against. Now, one thing we did notice is that you need a green nose, not a gray one. Look that up in the photo archive. This is before I've glossed it and put any striping or anything on it like this one has. See, the red stripe is a decal, lettering and stuff. But we haven't glossed this yet. It looks pretty dang good. If we gloss this, we could make it look like this, brand new, never been touched. And we have gotten around, we did a little tiny bit of masking so that when we do our red stripe, it's going to come around right at where the tiny bit of bleed might look. But that bleed is not that bad. There's a decal going over that. So that's going to be pretty good. So you can check it out. Looks very, very nice. I mean, that's a match right there. I'm going to have to say that those two colors definitely match Harbor Mist, definitely match Armour Yellow. We've got a match. And so if you're doing a UP and you're trying to find old school airbrush paints, you don't need to. Go to the Warhammer store or the Wargaming store and get yourself these two, because these paints, the Fanatic paints, are just so much superior to the old paints. It's not even a little close. Because here's how we painted them. With a paintbrush off a wet palette. Now this is sat overnight. That green though is not, it's not a Fanatic paint. That's craft paint from Michael's. It's like Walmart craft paint. And we got it on the nose, and see, okay, you can see some tiny brush strokes. That's not gonna matter when we gloss this thing and we clean up these edges. It's not gonna matter. It's gonna be meaningless. But that is where we're at. And I'm gonna have to say that once I gloss this so we can put decals on it, we've got a match. Remember, there's a red stripe down here too? Yeah, that's going to be just fine. Then we can come back in with our detail brush. We can probably paint the tips of the steps white. And this is a Pro 2000, so it's got a bunch of details that go onto it, as you can see. But even like the ladders and stuff go on there. It doesn't get any better than that. That's as good as it goes. So this is a total success. I mean, side by side, without putting the gloss on it, you tell me what you think. Side by side with no gloss, I picked this one over that one. The one that we did is a better representation than the one that they did. And let's take a look on the screen now. Take a look. Now we're going to look up on the big screen. All right, so there we go. That's what happens when they get run out in service and they get bleached. Okay, they bleach out. But when they're brand new, they're supposed to look like that. And I'm going to have to say that our deep gray, the deep gray, is the gray that does UP. Glowing Inferno is the yellow that does Union Pacific. I think we've established that fact, and check this out. Let's zoom in just one more time and zoom in just a little bit. You see any brush strokes on them doors? That's two coats. Two coats on them doors. With a paintbrush. Did that with an actual paintbrush. Did that gray with an actual paintbrush. Now that black right there, that's some Tamiya panel liner. And now, okay, so you can see a brush stroke right there. But that, and then you can see the fuzzy edge. That's where the red stripe goes. I mean, I think this stuff did a fabulous job. And I want to say that our UP is better than the factory one. Ours is way better. Our color is much better than this. And hey, that's where we're at. We'll clean up the nose and stuff, and everything will be good to go. But otherwise, we have a winner. That is what winning looks like.